Hello everybody, it's Pineapple here. So you all seem to really enjoy my 17-minute unhinged rant about how much I love Sunavalon. So I thought I'd give you the most accessible way to play it, and that is Master Duel, and showcase why I love this deck so much. With Master Duel, you lack the Therions, and Adventure is nerfed into the ground for some reason. I'll probably demonstrate why it should be in the ground, but it was nerfed because Halcdon stuff, even though I think that the problem cards in that were Hulk and Auroradon, but that's a little irrelevant. So for MD, of course, triple Loci, one Spore, one Laurel, triple Max C, because for some reason this card is in the game, one Twin, triple Ash, because Max C's a bitch, one Rose Girl, the one Enchantress we're allowed to play, one Bouncer, because it steals games, especially in a best of one Griffin, one Illegal Knight in the main, because you have to go second half the time. An Illegal Knight breaks boards like it's nobody's business. One Snowdrop, because, you know, we need something to end on other than Bengal Lancer. One Mardell, because we need more link material. One copy of Nibiru, because we want to give our Max C some teeth. Duster, because back row decks are bitches. One Foolish Burial, because we need the extra copy of Enchantress. One for one, extra copy of Loci, Unexpected Die, and Painful Decision. Extra copies of Loci, triple tack, good board breaker. Also has value going first, especially since you don't typically want to draw more cards, but you get to rip a card out of their hand like 80% of the time. It feels so good to just rip the one card they have, their nib, just rip stuff out. The hand knowledge you gain is unbelievable. Two copies of Sowing, the two right we're allowed to play. Dracoback breaks boards amazingly. One Shrine, one Fateful, two Called By, one Crossout, one Bloom. In the extra we have Teardrop, triple Dryas, one Healer, double Thrasher, because beatdown is unbelievable, and I'll demonstrate why. Double Jasmine, one Daphne, because you linking people is hilarious, even though you can't do it unless you draw it like basically perfectly. One Caleria, because occasionally you'll see Contacting the Sea on some idiots. Double Melius, one copy of Drea Trenti, and one Bengal Lancer. I will say, the replays you're about to see are from probably like 2 or 3 months ago, a while ago. Some of them are against Halcdon, just things that are not legal anymore. Like I was playing triple Crossout, the Adventure Engine, we had 2 Enchantress. Like some of these replays are pretty old. Master Duel Ladder is currently, I feel, unplayable garbage. All these replays are from my other account, my Xbox account specifically, and I couldn't like switch accounts onto this, unfortunately, which is my laptop. But anyways, Master Duel Ladder is basically unplayable, I would argue, with the existence of Runic, especially just with Max C as well. You're playing an Unga Bunga combo deck, very straightforward combo deck, and it makes Ladder just horrible. Max C, Runic, backroad, just the whole shebang is just, I would just say don't play Master Duel right now. But, you know, this is the most accessible way to play Sunavalon. It is a pretty UR heavy investment, simply because the Adventure Engine is essentially all URs and SRs except like Dracoback. Additionally, you need one for one, you need like Talents, Crossout, Called By, standard staple stuff. Plus Jasmine's a UR, Caleria's a UR, Melius is a UR, Drea Trenti's a UR, Teardrop's a UR, and they're all in like separate packs. Building this is a little bit of a hassle, especially because Mardell is also a UR and she's in the Generator pack. Yeah, but I wouldn't necessarily recommend building it in MD. I did take it all the way to Diamond 1 one season. That felt amazing. A lot of these replays are from that, I think, my grind to Diamond 1. But with that, yeah, let's jump into the replays. I hope you enjoy. Please, Master Duel, give me the Therion so that I can end on an actual negate consistently, because you've somehow managed to make the Adventure Engine sacky because I have 2 copies of Enchantress. Like, please fix your ban list, Master Duel. I'm begging and pleading. Fix it. Like, please stop. The problem is the floodgates. Adventure is not the problem. Except Dracoback. You can ban Dracoback. It's such a bannable card. It's so dumb. Anyways, let's get on to the replays. Alright everybody, so for our first match, I thought I'd showcase just the pain that Master Duel used to cause people. You'll see why in a minute, but we'll start with Unexpected Die. We'll use Ray for the tokens and Faithful. We'll link off. We'll grab Dryas, and from here we'll go CL1 Dryas, CL2 Faithful. We'll grab Draco back. From here we'll grab our monster and Sowing as well. On a new chain we'll use Faithful to grab Griffin. We'll pitch Draco back, we'll equip Draco back, we'll chain Griffin. You've all seen this before. We'll Sowing, we'll Sow for Twin. We'll take our 1,000, put CL1 Twin, CL2 Dryas. We'll grab our guys. We'll use Healer to go up on life points. Unfortunately, we've drawn Mardell, which means our combo is very crusty at best. We'll tribute off, we'll grab Laurel. From here, we'll just make a second copy of Jasmine, and we'll trigger Laurel, and then we'll trigger our Jasmines in sequence. So we'll grab ourselves a copy of Cactus Bouncer and just hope it's enough to get us there. Spoiler alert, it won't be for what you're about to see. We'll grab Balloon, we'll summon Bouncer, we'll set 2 pads back to our opponent and hope that our Floodgate plus a Negate plus Dark Ruler plus Crossout, and they'll set 5 and pass. Fun! Yeah. They'll flip Tikaboo, which is the one Floodgate we can't out, and Gozen, and Summon Limit. Are you having fun? We'll get rid of it, and then they'll flip Sanguine. They'll grab Eldritch, but they can't really out anything on our board, because they can't attack Tria Trenti, and our token can't be destroyed. So we'll just pass back and kind of wait till we draw Duster. They'll set another back row, and we're going to try to bounce it and start playing, because we drew Duster for turn, but they flip Order! Oh my gosh. Remember when this card was in Master Duel? Remember? Oh, thank God it's gone. But the important thing is that it's not here anymore. They'll walk over our tokens since Faithful's negated. And we're just gonna have to, sit on start looping Rose Girl to protect ourselves. Yeah. I love Imperial Order. Yeah, so we're just gonna have to keep looping Rose Girl and setting our monsters, because we're gonna use Order as their win condition. I remember this game very vividly because it was quite literally my diamond game, and I was furious. This deck, Sunavalon specifically plays through Floodgates reasonably well, since they're all plant earth monsters except Jasmine, who is a light monster. So generally speaking, you can play through Gozen, you can play through Rivalry. It's literally just Tikaboo that's the issue, and Summon Limit obviously because your combo deck. But we'll just continue to loop here, and as you can see, they are running out of life points very quickly. They're gonna run out of life points here in a very quick minute, and yeah, the second that they're out of life points, we're gonna drop this Duster and just pray that that set card is a Judgment. I can vividly remember just sitting there going, if this set card is Judgment, I'm gonna lose my shit. Thankfully, it was Huaquero, and from here we're just gonna begin playing the game. And Eldritch can't do anything about it. It's a bad deck. But yeah, I just wanted to showcase this mostly because remember how bad Order made things? Thank God it's gone, but oh my God, remember when this was the problems we dealt with instead of Mill? Oh, I miss it, truth be told. So for our next match, I thought we would take a look at the Bees. Remember when people thought this deck was going to be good? They'll start with Buggy, they'll summon out another Buggy, go into Armor Horn, get their extra normal, they'll get Resonance, link off for Papillon, they'll do standard insect things, I remember people worrying about this deck, and it does nothing. It does nothing. They'll Doom Dozer, they'll grab Soul over, they'll link off for their Armor Horn, or their Invincible Atlas, sorry. I don't know what any of these guys' names are. I just remember that it searches Maxi. They'll grab Sting Lancer, they'll search Sting and Fly, or Fly and Sting, and they'll set 2 and pass to us. Unfortunately, our hand is everything we could ever want, and that's even more. We'll start with Die. They'll flip Max C, and thank God for Crossout. Fuck Max C. I don't know why this card is in a best of 1. It's so fucking frustrating to play with and against. I will always be on the hate Max C train. I think it's in my Twitter bio as the biggest Max C hater. They'll negate Dryas, unfortunately, which sucks for us, but we'll make Laurel, with 1-for-1, which is a fabulous benefit of Laurel and Spore. We'll pitch Spore. They'll negate our Jasmine, which is great news for us because we haven't used our normal. So this is why Dryas not being a once per turn is important. We'll Dryas, we'll grab Sowing here. And with Sowing, we'll grab Twin. Thank God we didn't draw it because I would have lost my insanity if I had. We'll go 1-2. We'll go up on life points here. Unfortunately, we have triggered our Laurel already, which means we don't get 2 searches, which is unlucky, but it doesn't really matter because both of us are kind of on low cards in hand. We'll grab Rose Girl. We'll link off for the second Jasmine. This was before I was on Colteria as the second link too. Just for reasons. We'll make Melius. Melius will reborn Loci. We'll continue playing. We'll make another copy of Melius. From here, we'll bring back a copy of Loci. And this is basically the end of the game. We'll make Dryas. We'll Dryas for Shrine. With Shrine, we'll pitch our cross out because we can just kill them here. We'll bring back Loci. We'll link off. We'll make Thrasher here. We'll Thrasher target Melius. Effect of Melius. Make it attack 3 times. We'll make Driatranthi here to search the trap. And from here, this is basically the end of the game. We'll use Spore to bring back because we need more damage. We'll make our best friend Bengal into the Resurgent, and we'll go to combat here. We'll walk over Atlas, and we'll use Thrasher's effect to take it. Unbelievable effect. Can't believe Thrasher's skill card. Love him. He's my boy. We'll just get in for lethal deal. Yeah, so we played through Maxi, Anomni, and Infirm. You know, just a casual 3 negates. You know, nothing much. Yeah. Not 3 negates. Maxi's infinite negates. You know what I'm saying. Yeah, but I think you're gonna enjoy the next one. It's a personal favorite of mine. So this replay is probably the greatest achievement I've ever had. This is, I think, the greatest I've ever played. I'm not sure I'll ever accomplish playing better than this. And our opponent's going to start with Fateful. They'll grab a Royal copy of Griffin. I'm very jealous. They'll pitch Draco back. They're on Halcdon. I'll spoil it for you. So they'll do typical Halcdon plays. And they're going to end on quite a bit. Let's go into Auroradon here. They'll get their 3 tokens. Remember when this was the thing people were sick of? Take me back. They'll make Denglong. With Denglong, they'll grab their copy of 9 Pillars. They'll use O-Lion to grab another token, because you can never have too many of those. Dump Ashuna, and they'll make Baron de Fluid. From here, they'll trigger Denglong. They'll get out Chaiwen. They'll use Ashuna here to summon out Vashuda. They'll make a copy of Yazi. Now they'll pop their Yazi with Baron. They'll use Chaiwen to summon itself, and Yazi to grab a copy of Taya. From here, they'll make the greatness that is Chixiao. They'll use Chixiao to grab Emergence, which means they are going to Protoss us. Luckily for us, we don't care about Dark. So they'll grab their copy of Boxia. And they'll dump Adara. They'll pop their copy of Fateful, grab out their Adara, and make Chaofeng. So they'll summon Protoss. They'll use Protoss to call Dark, and they'll set their 9 Pillars and pass. So what we're contending with here is we can't use Light Monsters. We can't summon Darks. An Imperm on Chixiao, an Omni on Baron, and an Omni on 9 Pillars, and 2 cards in hand. One of the cards in hand I will let you know is Ash. They also have the ability to search a tuner with Chaofeng if it leaves the field, meaning they can add another card. I'll let you know on a secret. I know what they're going to add because I've seen this replay about 1,000 times because it warms my soul. They're going to add Effect Veiler, which gives them a total of 7 interruptions, 2 of which are Floodgates in Chaofeng and Protoss. You're going to see exactly how powerful we are, and we have drawn basically perfectly. We're going to start with Die. They're going to Ash. We're going to Cross out because I'm just hoping to draw out a negate. But unfortunately, they just left this resolve, which kind of sucks for us. But we'll grab Loci, and we'll make Dryas. They're going to 9 Pillars this, thankfully. If they don't 9 Pillars this and use Chixiao instead, we die. Thankfully, it keeps our EMZ open, which means that we can use it again. They're going to negate this copy of Die, thankfully. It's important that they negate the Die, because otherwise it turns off our Painful Decision, which is our 3rd copy of Loci. We actually needed them to negate this Die in order to force a negate. So thankfully they did, and from here we're going to use our copy of Enchantress to grab Bite. It's very important that they negated that Die, because otherwise the decision would be offline. From here we'll use right, we'll grab our guys, and from here we're going to normal Lokai. We're going to directly equip Draco back in order to get rid of this Chi because he's really annoying. From here they're essentially out of interactions. Except Phalanx. We basically have to concede to losing to Nib, so we'll pitch our Ash Blossom. I didn't want to have them use Bell. If they had Bell, and then we couldn't equip Draco back, that's why we directly equipped it, because if they have Bell, like, we just lose. Like, it's over. Thankfully, we can just play around it. So we'll just go through our Sunavalon plays, and they'll attempt to Valor. We have to just concede to losing to Nib at this point. There's nothing we can do. We bounced away Chi Shell because otherwise they have 2 monster gates. From here, this is the end of the game. We're just going to go through our plant link plays. We're just going to link climb. And yeah, our opponent's going to recognize that we can kill them very easily. So we'll just continue to go through plant link stuff. They're out of gas. If you remember anything about Halcyon, it's that that deck has nothing. It can't play outside of turn 1. It's all gas. The entire deck is gas. There's no follow-up. It's just don't let your opponent play the game and then punch them. Yeah, that was 7 interactions that we played through. We played through more interruptions than we had cards in hand. That's why I love plant link. That right there was one of the replays that made me fall in love with plant link. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. You seem to enjoy my last video of me just untangentially sharing why I love plant link. Here's the evidence of why I love plant link, I hope. I know some of these replays are a lot older and not really relevant anymore because a lot of these cards that it beats got banned. But yeah, I think Master Duel's in a very unplayable state right now. I don't want to play it. I don't think any of you want to play it. But yeah, here's some of the best replays that I have salvaged over the years of just years. Oh my god, I say that like I haven't been playing this deck for like 6 or 9 months. But yeah, just here's some of the best replays that I have managed to acquire over my time playing this deck on online platforms. Just unbelievable that like how many interruptions you can play through, because people think that interrupting you when you try to get to your starter is the way to do it and not just stopping you at sowing. It's very funny just that people don't understand how to interact with this deck. People think that shotgunning your negates is the way you play against it. It's not. The way you play against this deck is sowing. That's the choke point. Little secret. Tip of the trade. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I appreciate the love that you guys gave me on the last video. It means a lot. Don't forget to like and subscribe, of course, and I will see you guys in the next one.